Okay, now we can consider about the codes of this project. So first I choose the login.java interface. When the user enters username and password, and then the user clicked on login button. So the login button action performed is triggered. Then this action is called login controller login with the entered credential of the user. So now we can go to login controller.login method. So login controller login calls, we can see that login controller.login calls db search login with the US name that grab from the user entered data from the view. Okay, now you can see that there is a db search login calls, and then we can go to db search login, and it establishes a connection via db connection. So you can see that the connection is established by the db connection get statement. So now we can go to db connection. So it executes the query and returns the result sets. So when the connection is created, you can see that there is a create URL and the root and password, then return the statement, then go to db search. Okay, now return it, and it executes the query and returns a result set. Now the db search is executing a query and then return the result set with the matching records. Okay, so then the login controller processes the result set. Result set is processed. If a match is found and password match, the login is successful. Now you can see that there is login is successful. Otherwise, an error. Please check the credentials is shown. On successful login, the login window is closed by this, and the home window is open if the login is successful. So after the login attempt, DB connection, you can see the DB connection close con. You can go to DB connection, and you can see that there is a method as close con. This is called to close the database connection. So by following this detailed flow, the code ensures that the user credentials are securely checked against the database and appropriate actions are taken based on the results. So this is the login.java interface procedure. So now we are in the fetch information JFrame, which has add, update, reset, delete, back, exit buttons, and these text fields and this JTable. So when the user add the data into these fields and click add, this is the thing that will happen. So if the first the system checks that if any of the fields are empty, if one of the fields are empty, because this is connected with O operator. So if one of these are empty, then it will appear that please fill all the fields. So if the user fill all the fields, only he or she can add the data. So exit the method if any field is empty. So if all fields are filled, proceed to add the pet record. So the JText pet ID, that means this and these text fields go to the pet controller. So you can see that there is a pet controller in controller. So all of these are going to add pet with these parameters. So in this situation, there is a parameter passing incident that is going to pet controller add pet. So you can see that there is a add pet with these parameters: pet ID, pet name, pet type. These all variables are declared with the variable type, and then after grab these data from the view or interface, then the pet model dot at pet is called by the at pet. So now we can go to pet model. So in here at pet. So now we can go to at pet. So now you can see these variables grab the data from the controller. So after that, the username password is what root and password is null. So you can see that in this. So it creates the database connection and adding the pets insert into pets. Now you can see that there is a pets table in my database pet shop. So for that table, the data is inserted which are inserted by the user, and pet ID, pet name, pet type, pet age, all of these are added to the database table. And loss resources. So then pet controller. Now we can go to again pets information. So when the update button is clicked, J1 app update action performed is executed. So now you can see default table model, get table, JTable1, selected row. Because the table is updated by selected a row. Now in there, check if number of rows selected. If the user do not select any row of the table, then it displays as please select a row to update J option pane. So after that, return the method. Else, not else, but in id integer pass in table model get value. So this is happen. Then pet controller. Now you can go to pet controller, update pet. Then these things are going with this calls with these variables. So now we can go to pet controller, update pet, and like previously the pet model update pet model update pet. So now you can see that the data is updated in the pets table. Okay, now you can see. So if now again I go to pets information, then reset. Now you can see there is reset fields, set next pet ID, because I add this pet ID as automatically generated. So reset fields means this one. From this, all the text fields are cleared by reset. So set next pet ID means this. Set next pet ID. So from that, the pet ID is automatically generated. So you can see that jtext pet ID set next. It is in pet controller get next. Pet controller get next pet ID. So you can see that there is a call method pet model get max pet ID. Pet model get max pet ID. You can see that in this scenario, it find the maximum pet ID in the database table that you can see in pets. So after that, return the max pet ID to pet controller, and then the get max pet ID increment by 1 and return. Okay, so that's why the pet ID is incremented by 1 in when one the data or record is added. So then again pets information. So in this you can see that the return and pet ID is incremented by 1. So then delete when we call about delete, the delete button also like that. Check if no that one of the row should be selected by the user, and if the user do not select the row, then the system remind them to pre-select a row to delete. So then pet controller delete pet, pet controller delete pet. Now we can go to pet controller and delete pet. Pet model delete pet is all. Calling ID with ID. Pet model delete pet is called. Now you can see there is a SQL query form. Delete pets, delete from pets, pet table. So close resources, pet controller. So the data is deleted, and update table automatically after the record is deleted. Then set next pet ID and reset fields. Okay, and back. When we click the back button, automatically the home will appear. And then the exit, when the exit button is clicked, JFrame, new JFrame, exit. Confirm if you want to exit. It appears as the option pane, and the home is no, the exit button. When the exit button is entered, the user can exit from the system permanently. So yes, so that is the code part of the pet information.